Good morning. All right. So I'm trying to, I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that this is where it should be. But if you guys cannot hear it, I am not feeling well. I'm not feeling well. But and I was like this close um to canceling this week and saying, we'll meet next week, but something in me was like, no, show up anyway. So here I am. I'm showing up. Um, I'm showing up. And I'm sure that there is a reason for it. Because today we're going to be talking about facing your fears, right? Um, y'all, there are so many. Fear is something, first of all. Fear is something. Fear will keep you from doing so much. And the funny thing about fear is that it just creeps in sometimes. Sometimes you don't even know that that's what it is. It's where it just comes in little by little, and it will knock you off of the path that you're going on, or knock you off from focusing on the goals that you're going for, or the calling that God has revealed to you, or the vision that God has given to you. Fear will just like pokes you and just like seeps in really sneakishly. And that is the crazy part of it all. But this is why we're going to be talking today. That's why we're going to be talking today, because we need to recognize it, right? And not only recognize it, but we need to face it. Because the only way that we conquer those fears is to face it. And you'll see, I've got some stuff, because it's crazy how this has happened. But, before we do this, first of all, let me put my banner up, because good morning. Welcome to Midweek Morning Hour of Power. I got to get that down, right? But first, we're going to pray. We're going to pray. Dear Lord, thank you for everything that you've done for us, everything that you continue to do for us. Thank you for allowing us to be here together again for another Wednesday morning of just powerful conversation and motivation and inspiration, and just allowing you to work through me to be able to speak to everyone, and get them ready for their day. And not only get them ready for their day, but also to prepare them to walk confidently in their calling, or where you're calling them to go, and to seek you as to where they're being led, Lord. If there's anybody here that needs clarity, and we'll be talking about that today. But if anybody needs clarity as to where they're being called, or they put off the calling, or kind of dismiss the vision because they felt inadequate, and they've done it for so long that they don't even know what the vision is anymore. Lord, I ask that you come, and I ask that you reveal it to them. I ask that you pull back the curtains from their eyes, and I ask that you show them what it is that you want them to do. I ask, not only do you show them what it is that you want them to do, but you reveal how powerful they are and why you're calling them to do that. Lord, I ask you to show them that they're not alone, and that you're there. And their job is only to show up, just like I'm doing today, Lord. Show up. Just show up. That is the only thing that is needed from us. And I just ask that you calm the spirits of people who are in fear of what it is that you're calling them to do. Lord, I just ask that you just put your arms around them and just let them know, I got you. I got you. There's nothing that you need to be fearful of, Lord. I feel you moving. Ooh, Lord, I just thank you. I would say, Lord, show up, but I feel you already. So thank you for being here. Thank you for occupying this space. Thank you for being with the people who are on here, whether it be live, whether it be they're catching it on the replay, Lord. Just allow them to feel your presence, and anything that they're struggling with, anything that they need help with, anything that they need you with, Lord, I ask that you insert yourself in whatever it is that they need. Lord, please be with us today. As I always pray, less in me and more of you, Lord. Please just work through me and work through them, and your will be done. Amen. All right. So, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hey, Zan. Hey. Why? Oh my gosh. First of all, y'all, I want you to know that I'm seeing someone on here that is 3 hours behind me. It is 6 o'clock here, which means it's 3:07 there. Why are you up? Why are you up? Okay. But yes, I mean, I am showing up, and y'all may have to excuse me because I may have to sneeze, I may have to blow my nose, whatever it may be. But this is the thing. We've we've got we've got to show up. And this is what it's going to tie into, y'all, because when we've got to face our fears. We've got, no matter what it is that we're fearful of, if it's something we're called to do, we got to show up. We got to show up. But here, this is how this all came about, right? So, yesterday morning, I was reading through my devotions, and it was talking about Moses, right? And so we probably all know the story, so I'm just going to run down it real quick. So God is like, Moses, look, I want you to deliver the Israelites, right? It is you that I'm calling. It's you that it's you. You can do the job, and I trust you, and I have faith in you. I'm calling you for it. And Moses is like, wait, what? You I got a stuttering problem, right? And I don't know if they are going to really trust my ability to be able to lead them out. And then further than that, like, I don't know if I'm the person for the job, Lord. Like, you might have the wrong person. You might want to double check that, because I don't think that I'm the person. So he's going back and forth, right? So he's doubting his calling. And then so God says, look, what's that in your hand? And it was the staff, right? I was like, throw it on the ground. So he throws it on the ground and turns into a snake, right? And so the first reaction that Moses has is to run away from it. He's like, oh, look, I don't know what in the world just happened, but I don't like it. So he runs away. God's like, come back, come back. No, pick it up, pick it up. And and this is what I want you guys to understand, is that one, his first reaction was to run when that staff turned into the snake. But God said, come back, pick it up, face your fear, do it anyway. And so he picks it up, and it turns back into the staff. So what stood out to me was, even though, right, so Moses ran away, and God didn't just turn the staff back into the snake back into the staff while he's gone and hiding somewhere. God said, no, come back, come back. I want you to, one, see this, and I want you to, two, be an active participant in this, because I am going to show you how I'm going to work through you. It's not about you. It's not about what you think that you bring to the table. It's not about how good you feel you are. It's not about how confident you are in your own abilities. It's not about what you can do. It's about what I can do through you. But all you have to do is make yourself available and show up. That's it. So Moses showed up, he came back, and he grabbed the staff. well, grab the snake and it turned back into a staff, right? And so from that, this is what I want y'all to get, right? Is that God called you for a reason. He didn't make no mistakes. It doesn't matter if you're feeling inadequate. It doesn't matter if, oh Lord, I think what you're calling me for is a bit much. And I'm not sure if I can do the job. I'm not sure if I can fill those shoes. I'm not sure if I'm the right person. And we're questioning the calling that God has for us. And we're questioning the vision that He's given us. When God is sitting there like, what? Why are you worried about what you can do? Why are you worried about what you are bringing to the table? Don't you know that I am the table? Don't you know that through me you can do anything? I did not just say that for no reason. All things are possible through me. So all you have to do is show up, make yourself available. And so it's a lot of you guys who are sitting on stuff and that you've been given. It's not that you don't know the vision. I posted about that. I posted about that earlier this week. I don't know, a couple of days ago. But it's not necessarily, and I'll speak to people, and that's what I had said. I'll speak to people, and it's not necessarily that they don't know the vision. They don't have a vision. They don't know what they should be doing. It's not necessarily that. It's because they're fearful of it. It's because they doubt it. It's because we pushed it away so long that we don't even know it anymore. That's what it is. So I want y'all to just face it. Face it. You know where you're being called. You know what you're being told to do. So do it. Do it. And so we've got Moses, right? And then so I was reading after I did my devotions. Then I was reading with my kids, and their story, their devotions were centered around Jonah, right? And I guess I hadn't really paid attention to the fact that Jonah kind of did the same thing that Moses did. I don't know where I've been or as many times as I've heard the story of Jonah, I don't know where I've been, but I totally missed that part. So God calls Jonah and like, look, I need you to go and go to Nineveh, and I need you to tell them that, look, you got 40 days. I need you to repent. I need you to change because they've been doing some stuff that I don't really care for. I don't like it. So I want you to be basically almost the same thing as Moses. I need you to deliver them, but deliver them in a different way, in a different manner. So Jonah did the same thing. Like, look, I don't even know why you're trying to save them. You saying 40 days before you destroy. Why don't you just destroy it? I mean, they bad. They not good to us. So why am I going there to save them? Like that doesn't make any sense. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do. You don't need me. I'm not the person for that job because I don't think I can do it. I don't think so. So he goes back and forth too. And God's like, no, I chose you. I chose you for a reason. So Jonah's like, fine, whatever. He ain't gonna do it. So he has made up his mind that he's just gonna go. He gonna hop ship, which he actually did, and go in the total opposite direction of where God was calling him. And that's the funny thing, right? Because a lot of times we'll sit there, we'll be called to do something. God will tap us on the shoulder. You'll be revealed the vision. You will be told the calling. You will be led somewhere, and you're like, yeah, no. No, 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 no. Not now. Not now. I'm not ready to quit my job. I've got kids to feed. I've got a mortgage to pay. I'm not ready to forgive that person. They did me wrong. I'm not ready to write that book, Lord. I don't know enough. I'm not ready to develop that course, Lord. Who gonna listen to me? I'm not ready to be a coach, Lord. I, I don't know if I can help anybody. I'm not ready to start that church. I don't know enough people. I'm not ready to start that business. I don't have enough money. We make these excuses out of fear. And we're saying, Lord, you got the wrong person. So what happens is that we're fearful and we're making these excuses. We're sitting there doing the same thing as Jonah did. We're going in the total opposite direction of what we're called. I don't think it's time for me to quit the job because I don't have 6 months of savings left. You know how how my house is set up and my bills are set up. They come monthly. So I don't know if you knew that or not, but I need money, so I'm gonna stay here. And so we go in the total opposite direction. But the funny thing is that God doesn't. Us going in the total different direction does not deter God. And I know that there's some people on here that have done that, and God has pursued them anyway. He said, "Oh, okay, all right. I've already seen this happen before. I already knew what you were gonna do. I've seen other people do it. This isn't something that's new to me. I'm gonna pursue you anyway because I see through your perceived flaws. I see your worth and your value even when you don't. So I'm gonna pursue you anyway because I know that you're the right person for the job. I know that I make no mistakes. And I made no mistake when I called you. So just because you think I'm making a mistake, that's not deterring me. I am still going to pursue you. So that's what he did. He pursued Jonah. So Jonah got on this boat. He like, look, I I'm out of here. Peace. See me later. Catch me later. And God's like, okay, look, I'm gonna shake it up a bit. Y'all gonna go through this storm. And so the people on the boat, like, what in the world is going on? We get shook. It looks like the boat is gonna crumble. What is happening right now? Jonah's like, oh Lord, shoot, he done found me. Oh man. So it ends up being determined that Jonah was the culprit, right? And so Jonah's like, look, just throw me off. Just throw me off. Just don't even worry about it, y'all. Just throw me off. It's me. It's my fault. And they tried to avoid throwing him off. Of course, we don't want to just throw the man in the water. We don't know what's about to happen. So we've got it. We've got it where they try to go up to the shore, right, and drop him off safely. Like, at least we're gonna drop the brother off where we know he can walk away. But God's like, nah, no, that ain't gonna work. So he shakes it up more, and they're like, whoa, we ain't gonna make it. We ain't gonna make it. So they toss my man off, toss him off. So this is the thing. I'm gonna stop here, right? Because I want y'all to see this. And I know that there are people on here who have experienced this. And I know that I've experienced it myself. When I was called to leave my job, I'm sitting there like, oh Lord, ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I got baby. I got bills. I got stuff to do. And then, like, what am I doing when I leave? Like, can you tell me what it is that I'm actually going to be involved in so then I can feel safer? So then I can actually be telling people that, okay, well, look, this is what I'm going to be doing. I can explain to other people so that it will make sense to other people. First of all, why are we so concerned about what other people think? That's the way Moses was too. But Lord, they're not going to listen to me. What if they sit there? What if they doubt that I'm the person that you sent? What if they doubt my capabilities? What if they doubt what I can do? What if they? Who cares what they think? That's what God. Look, I know God be thinking that sometimes. Like, does that matter? I'm telling you what to do. So you follow me, and it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. What matters is what I think. And then you taking that and showing up. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what other people are going to doubt. You don't need an explanation for anybody else. Nobody can see the vision that God gave you. Nobody is on that same plane. The vision that God revealed to you and the calling that he has on your life, nobody else can see that. No, it wasn't revealed to anybody else, and it wasn't revealed to anybody else for a reason, because you are the person that he called. You are the person for the job. So we're worried about what other people are going to think, and that is pulling us further away from where we're actually supposed to be going. These people don't matter. In this situation, I know you love your dad. I know you love your mom. I know you love your cousins and your aunties and your uncles. But it don't matter. They don't matter. They have no stake in where it is that God is taking you. So why are you concerned about how they're going to feel, what they're going to think, what they're going to say, what they're going to think of you? It does not matter. So we got it where so we tossed my man out the boat, right? So this is what I was saying is, while I was at my job, I'm sitting here like going back and forth. But while I'm going back and forth and kind of avoiding what God called me to do and told me to do, he's shaking it up. My job situation didn't get better. It got worse. Things just started happening that just was crazy. I'm like, come on now. Come on. How is this happening? How is it happening? Because you're not paying attention. You need to wake up. Wake up to where it is that you're being called. Wake up to where it is that you're being led. Wake up to the vision that God has given you. Stop putting it aside and saying that you're not good enough, that you're inadequate in areas, that you don't have everything together. It ain't perfect. It ain't the way that I want it to be. Lord, what if this? What if I fail? What you mean, what if you fail? How are you going to fail? How are you going to fail doing something that you were told to do? How are you going to fail when you got the power of God working through you? How do you fail? Why do we worry about those things? Why do we worry about things that do not matter? But this is what I'm saying. This is how fear works, because then it just starts injecting itself and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it is fear. You're saying legit things. Look, you got bills to pay. That's legit. You do. You got a family to feed. That's legit. You do. These things that you're saying are right. They're true. But in focusing on those things, you forget about the other truth, the truth that overpowers those things, the truth that all things are possible. We don't focus on that part. We focus on the other things, the what if things. The if things are getting wrong. So what happens is that we prepare for us to fail rather than preparing for us to win. Why we do that, y'all? Why y'all doing that? Why y'all doing that? So we're gonna get back to into Jonah, right? So we throw the man off the boat, right? So like I said, he shook up things, ended up tossing him out the boat. And even in that, God still kept him, right? So here come the whale, right? It may not have been, and that's the thing, it may not have been the best situation. I'm sure it was smelly. I'm sure it was, like I can only imagine you being in the belly of a whale. Look, don't get me started, y'all. Y'all know I'm already sick. Ew. But that was probably uncomfortable. But that's what it was supposed to be. That's what it was supposed to be. He took Jonah and put him in an uncomfortable position. And not only put him in an uncomfortable position, this is the thing, he sat him still. Say, now you're going to listen to me now. I have now taken away everything that was stealing your focus, and it's just you and me now. How many people has this happened to? Y'all, I know this has happened to me of where I'm distracted, right? These things that God is calling me to do, but I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna make no money. So I'm going to do these other things that I know I know these things are gonna provide. So I'm into this, I'm into that, and I'm not focusing on what it is that He calls me to do, and then He shuts everything down. So okay, you ain't gonna listen. You doing this, you doing that. All right, what you gonna do now? Everything is shut down. And I know that we've already experienced that, y'all. We went through 2020. Everything got shut down. These are the things that He will do, not only on that larger scale, but He'll do that to you. If you keep running, I'm telling you, you cannot run from Him. He will pursue you. So where it is that you think you're comfortable at, and you're like, oh, I think I'm good here. I actually don't want to leave. Okay. All right. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna heat it up a bit. I'm gonna turn up the fire and see if you'll still sit still. And I'm gonna wait. God, that's one thing. God is patient. We think, well, I don't think I'm patient. I'm just, honey, God's still working with me on that. Ain't the most patient person. But some of y'all might think y'all patient, but I'm telling you, you are more patient than God. Honey, He will be waiting. He like, look, we'll see who's gonna win. And I bet, I'm willing to bet that He gonna win. He's gonna outlast you. So you running away ain't gonna do nothing. The thing is that you just gonna be doing this. And some of y'all wonder why you running in circles. You're running in circles because you're avoiding what you're supposed to be doing. You're not doing the thing that you are supposed to be doing. And so that's why when I began this, I prayed for clarity, because the thing is that no, it's not always the case that the people that I speak to or speak with don't have a vision. They do have a vision. But sometimes it's where we've put it off so long because we're thinking that it's unattainable for us. Oh man, that thing is big. I don't know how that's going to work. And you can't put the dots together, so you kind of just dismiss it. And you've done it so long that you lack the clarity that you once had. You don't even know what you're going for anymore. You just living. You just waking up every day and just saying, look, okay, I'm going to my job. All right, I'm coming back. I'm eating. I'm spending time with my family. I go to sleep, and I do the same things over and over and over again. Do you not think that you were created for more than just paying your bills and dying? That is not the thing that God has called you to do. That's not it. So I'm sorry if you bought into that idea, but that is not the thing that you were created to do. Nor were you created to come here and just be chilling, just living life. That's not what you were called to do. So I am telling you that the more that you run, the more that things will be shaken up for you, the more uncomfortable you will feel. And if you're uncomfortable now, honey, just wait. It's about to get real if you keep avoiding it. So do the thing. And if you don't know what the thing is, ask for it. Show up. Show up. Hey, Lord, I don't know what it is. I put it off so long that I don't even remember. Can you restore it? Can you restore me? Can you place that passion in me again? Can you revive the fire? Oh man, y'all, I'm telling you that there's somebody. There was something that you knew that you were supposed to do. There was something that was within you that was just burning, just like, man, I can't wait to do this. I'm the person for it. And somewhere along the road, you lost it. Somewhere along the road, you started comparing yourself to somebody else. Somewhere along the road, you started doubting your abilities. Somewhere along the road, You ain't think you could do it. But it's never too late. That's the thing. That's what happened with Moses. That's the thing that happened with Jonah and several other people in the Bible, Lord. Like, it's never too late. So if you have lost the vision, if you don't even know what it is that he's calling you to do at this moment, right now, you're just so overwhelmed and you're just like, look, I don't even know. When I see out, when I look out, I see fog. I can't even see. I don't know which way he's supposed to be. He's telling me to go. Like right now, at this point, I don't even know his voice. Then show up. Show up and say that. I don't know. I don't know. But restore it. Restore it. Whatever it is that you want me to do, Lord, just show me. Show me what you want me to do. And I'm here. I am here. Because I know that you've called me for a reason. Y'all need to affirm that. Affirm that and know that. Even if it's not something that you believe right now, because it may not be. It may be where other things have come in and you felt inadequate for so long that you even saying that, like, I can do this, it just don't feel right. Say it anyway. Because the more you affirm it, the more you're going to believe it. The more you affirm it, the more you can step into it. So y'all, like, you've got to, I'm telling you, if I could just hop through the camera with you and I don't know if I got to hug you, if I've got to sit there and tell you to your face, you are enough, you are valuable, you are worth it. You were called for a reason. God didn't make a mistake when he called your name. He knew you before you were even born. Everything that you have is everything that he needs. Your gifts, your talents, your abilities are just right. That recipe of you is perfect. So I don't know why are you comparing perfection to somebody else? You are perfect as you are. The things that he's calling you to do, there is no question as to whether you will be successful. There is no question as to whether you can do this. The simple fact that he called you out of the billion people on this earth to do what it is that he called you to do should be the answer to that. That should be enough proof that you are the person for the job. You are the one that can make it happen. The special sauce is you. So we sit there and question whether we're going to be successful. We question whether we can do this. We question whether it's going to work. We question how it's going to work. We question whether we can make it happen. When all this stuff is already done, it's already written. The moment that he called your name was the moment that it was done. There's nothing else for you to do except for you to show up. That you have one job, and that one job, we overthink it so much of what we're supposed to do. We think, and I know I've got a problem with that too, because I feel like I gotta do more. I gotta make it so that God is proud of me. I got to work really, really hard. I've got to make sacrifices. I've got to have it where you see me, Lord. You see me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm doing this and I'm doing it really well, right? Don't you love me? I feel like I've got to work for it. But he's like, what? Why do you feel like you have to work for his pleasure? Why do you feel like you have to work for his love? Those things are already ingrained in you. Those things were already there when he made you. It's nothing that you have to work for. The only thing that you have to do is show up. And I can't say this enough. Just make yourself available. That is it. Face your fears. We see what happened when Jonah tried to run away from it, right? So that's what happens, is that we get fearful and our first thing is to run away. We got the fight or flight, and most of us will flight. Okay, it just is what it is. We don't like it. We don't like being uncomfortable. We don't like the what ifs, because our what ifs are all negative. Rarely do we ever sit there and what if this will be successful? What if I actually do the things that God is saying that I can do? What if God is right? What if he called me and he called me for a reason? What if he called me and that reason wasn't to fail? What if that vision that I feel is so big and so out of my reach? What if that actually happened? We don't what if like that. We what if in it. Oh, what if this fails? What if I don't have enough money? What if I lose my house? What if people are laughing at me? What if I disappoint my parents? What if I disappoint my kids? What if I lose my marriage? My gosh, no wonder why you feel depleted. No wonder why you don't feel strong enough to actually do the task because you're beating yourself up mentally. It matters what you are telling yourself, and it matters what you believe. What you believe is what you go toward and you go to. What you believe manifests. We've talked about this several times, y'all. Y'all know I'm big on mindset. Y'all know I'm big on what you tell yourself. You know I'm big on those things because it's true. What you believe, you are shaping your reality as we speak. So when you woke up this morning, what did you tell yourself? As you're going through your day, pay attention. What are you telling yourself? Are you building yourself up on a daily basis or are you tearing yourself down? It is time to now face the facts, y'all. Look, we are moving to the new year, right? We're moving to the new year, and we know what happens in the new year. New year, new me. Oh, shucks. Y'all got all these goals. You have all these things that you want to do. But that new year starts now. It doesn't start January 1st. It starts now. So, what are you going to do different next year that you did not do this year? Will next year be the year that it actually will now be the time that you are now making yourself available? It will now be the time that you're saying, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. Will now be the time that you start changing your thoughts. Will now be the time that you start building yourself up with your words. What are you preparing yourself for? Because this is the thing, and this is why these things don't, I mean, a lot of times it doesn't work. We make these goals, but we're saying, yeah, we want to do this. Oh, yeah, I want to be all slim. I want to make it so that I'm going to be ready to rock this swimsuit and all this other stuff, right? I'm going to be fitting in this dress. I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to do that. You have all these things that you want to do, which is great. Look, aim for like beyond the ceiling, y'all, for real. But the thing is that once you place those goals, once you set those goals, then you've got to ask yourself, and you've got to continually ask yourself and be aware of what it is that you're preparing yourself for. What are you preparing yourself for on a daily basis? And that is shown by what you're telling yourself. What thoughts are going through your mind? What are you allowing to occupy space in your head? Because when I go into your head and I speak with you and I ask you these things, I can tell you right now if you're going to achieve your goals or if you're not. Are you preparing for success or are you preparing yourself for failure? You got to ask yourself that. What are you doing to prepare yourself? So stop what ifing in the negative, y'all. You are powerful. And that's what I want y'all to walk in 2022 knowing is that, y'all, if anything I know, I got it going on. I have it going on. I am powerful. You are so powerful that you are creating, just like I said, your own reality as we speak. You are a creator. You can create hand in hand with God over here. Like, hey, we got this. We got this. And this is what was evidence when God said, Moses, look, throw down that staff. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. And that's what he was showing, is that, look, with me, you can do anything. I need you to work through you, hand in hand. Honey, there is nothing that we can't do. There is nothing that we can't conquer. So that is the only thing that I want you to be thinking. That's what I want you to be thinking. That's what I want you to forget all these. Look, the goals are great, but I need you to understand that you are powerful, that you can do anything, that you got it going on. That all you have to do is show up. Stop complicating your job. Stop making it more than what it is. Yes, there is work to do. Of course, there's work to do. God ain't just going to do it, just like he didn't just do it for Moses when he was sitting there. That's not how it happens. We don't run away from it and just like, oh my gosh, well, what if this doesn't work? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. And then God makes it happen anyway. That's not how it works. No, God's like, come here. Just like he did with Moses. Come here, Moses. You ain't about to sit here and hide and I do all the work. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I want you to be an active participant in this. That's why I called you. That's why I called you. I want to work through you, not for you. What is that going to show if I do everything for you? If you're hiding behind wherever Moses was hiding, right? Because he ran away. If you're still running away, first of all, you can't even see the magnitude of what is happening. And then two, when that happens, you're not going to feel like you have any part in this. So I need you to come here. I need you to face your fears, and I need you to pick up the staff. Pick it up. Pick it up. Yes, it's a snake. Yes, you're scared. Yes, you're afraid. Yes, you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, you don't know how that even happened. And you don't know what's going to happen when you pick it up. But I'm going to need you to pick it up anyway. And trust me. Trust that I'm here. Trust that I'm working through you. Trust that we can make this happen together. That's it. So do it. So yes, it's going to require you to be an active participant in it. But the thing is that you can drop off most of the weight that is keeping you bound, and that is worrying you, and that is burdensome to you. You can drop that stuff off because you ain't got to worry about it. You don't have to worry about whether you're going to be successful. You don't have to worry about the how. You don't have to worry about how the dots will connect. All you have to do is show up and do what he's telling you to do. But that's when we complicate things. That's how we complicate things, because that's when fear inserts itself. That's when worry inserts itself. That's when doubt inserts itself. That's when we question our abilities. That's when we start comparing ourselves to other people that are in our field. That's when we're thinking that we're not good enough. That's when we're thinking that we're not worthy enough to even be here and worthy of the vision that he's revealed to us. That's when it becomes heavy. That's when it becomes burdensome. That's when it becomes like, man, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work because you're making it a lot of work. That's why. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. And I know some of y'all say, look, it's easier said than done, right? And this may be, I don't even want to say it may be true. It may be true from the sense of it, of where, look, I've got these things and I don't know how to relinquish them. This is what we talked about before as far as the surrender thing, and surrendering. That is a continuous thing. It's not something that we just, boom, all of a sudden, we just are magically great at it, that we're just handing everything off and boom, I am good and no more. I'm good. I don't have to revisit this. I'm not taking it back. No, that's not how. Well, some of us aren't built like that. So I'm not going to say that's everybody, but I know I'm not. I'm not built like that. I have to continually come back, and I'm like, dang it, I did it again. I'm sorry. Can you take it again? Can you take it off? Thanks. And then the next day, I sit there and take it back up. And then I'm like, God dog it. I did it again. Can you have it? Can you take it? And that's what happens. And then you keep doing that and you get better at it as we go. Then you can start realizing, oh, wait. I'm feeling kind of heavy. I've taken one. I'm not taking the rest. I'm going to go ahead and relinquish it right now. So it may seem easier said than done right now, but just do it. Just do it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Y'all, let me go to these. I was scrolling up and wow, just logged on, and this is all up in my business. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be all up in your business. I'm trying to be all up in your business because we got stuff to do. We've got things to do. Why y'all think I always say we need you? Because we do. And you've got to understand the magnitude of why you're being called. Look at this. And it may not be where we are, I guess, the Moses of our times and the Jonah of our times, right? Of where God is coming and saying, I need you to do this because these specific people are tied to you, right? Not all the time does he say that. Like, we don't sometimes know the people that are tied to us. We don't sometimes know exactly who it is that in us walking in our calling and us fulfilling our purpose and us doing the things that he's telling us to do would actually impact these people. So we don't always see a direct connection as to what we're supposed to do and the other people. But I'm telling you this, it is a direct connection, whether you can see it or whether you cannot. It doesn't matter because it is. You doing what it is that you're supposed to do, and you staying focused in that, and you believing that, and you stepping fully into it, and you being confident about that. There is a direct connection to the people who are tied to you, and I guarantee you there are people that are tied to you. And not only are those people tied to you, but there are people that are tied to those people. It is a domino effect. So you have an obligation to do what it is that you're called to do. That's why I said it's not about you. That's what God is like. What? You doubting whether you're going to do this and whether you can do this and whether I call the right person. Why are you even? What does that have to do with anything? You saying you don't know if you can do it. I'm telling you, you can. I'm going to need you to run with that. Because we are wasting time. And that is what you are doing by avoiding where it is that you're being called and avoiding doing the things that he's telling you to do. You are wasting time. And not only your time, you're wasting other people's time. Because there are other people that need you to be able to fully pursue and walk in their calling. You are holding them up. So what you doing? What? Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Good morning. Hey, Evie. Hey. Yes, survive during a storm. Look. Walk into purpose. Y'all, we walk. That is the whole point of these Wednesday mornings, y'all, is for us to walk confidently and we're being called. Like, I want to eradicate doubt. I want to eradicate fear. I want to dismiss all these things that's been holding you back. And that's one of my questions. That's how I'm going to end, is what is holding you back? What are the things that's holding you back? Because it's time to identify those. It's time to pull those things out the closet. It's time to say, hey, look, it's time for us to face each other. Because the things that are holding you back are all rooted in fear. So it's time that we pull these things out, put them on the table, lay them out for us to see and say, look, it's me and you now. It's time for me to face you. And you look those fears in the eyes and you tell them why they're not going to win. You tell them they don't mess with the wrong person. You tell them that you've been called and that you've been called for a reason. And that reason isn't to fail. That reason is to be successful so other people can be successful. That reason is to bring that vision that you were given to fruition. That reason is for you to be the example of what other people need to see. That reason is for you to break those generational curses that you've been dealing with, so that your children and the children coming after you don't have to deal with them. It's to make a difference. It's to make an impact. That's why you've been chosen. Stop doubting yourself, man. Stop doubting yourself. So I'm gonna need you to take into account everything that's holding you back. Name those things. Pick those things out. Let them know I see you. I see you hiding behind there. Come out. Come out. Let's face it. Let's face each other. It's time for us to see. It's time for me to see you. I can't hide behind you anymore. It's time for me to see you. It's time for those things to go away. So let's pick these things out. Let's identify them. Let's say them by name. And then let's get them gone. It's time for them to go. They done held us space for too long now. It's time. We ain't going into next year with these things still lingering. We got, come on. It's time. It's time. These things can't occupy your space anymore. They can't occupy space in your mind anymore. It's time for them to go. Y'all have been here. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I no longer appreciate it. You got to go. All right? So that's what I'm going to need y'all to do. I need y'all to do that. And that's what it is. And look, y'all calling this for the win. You're calling this for the win. We win. That's what we do. It may not be where you just step out and just like everything is just happening. Everything is flowers. We know that. It's going to be some stuff. It's going to be some rough patches. There may be some storms that you may endure. But the thing is that everything happens for a reason, and we can hang our hat on the fact that God wants what's best for us. He's not just throwing us in there just to see, oh, they about to drown. That's what it is. We see this with Jonah. He sent a whale. They like, look, you didn't listen to me, but that's all right. I'm still pursuing you. I still love you. There's still grace, and I'm still going to keep you. And that's the same thing for you, man. Look, as much as I say it's time, it is time, and you're wasting time. The other part of it is that it's never too late. So don't get hung up on the fact that, oh my gosh, I should have been here. I should have listened. I should have done this. I should have done that. Look, don't shoot yourself to death. See where you are right now and just like, okay, now going forward, because that's what we're looking at is going forward. Going forward, what can I do now to make a difference? How can I change now? What do I need to do now? That's all that matters. What happened before, it don't matter. The past is the past. Be here now and figure out what it is that you need to do now to move forward in the best way possible. That's it, man. That's it. So, you are so welcome. You're so welcome. Walk into the space as if you were sent there by God. Because you are sitting here by God. Look, y'all, you know how it feels to be chosen. You know, that's the thing. We all want to be chosen, right? Whether it is where you're on a football team, whether you're basketball, you know how it was when we were younger, and you're just like waiting to be picked on the team. And you're like, man, I can't wait. So it just feels like something when they're like, yeah, especially if you were picked first, right? You're picked first. And you're like, oh, they really see me. They see me. They recognize my strengths. Like, ooh, doesn't that give you like a little pump? That's the pump that you should have. The fact that you were chosen out of all these people, you were chosen to do the thing that God called you to do. He did not call you to do it, then tell Joey over here to do the same exact thing, then Miranda over here to do the same exact thing, and y'all all doing the same thing the same exact way. No, that's not, no. You have something that nobody else has. And the vision that you have, nobody else has that exact vision. Go walk in that. Walk in it. You have been chosen. You don't have to wait around and want and desire to be chosen. You've already been chosen. Oh, come on now. Come on. Come on. No regretting. Only regrouping. Yes. What can I do? What can I do today? What can I do today? What can I do right now to make a difference? To step out in a different way. What can you do now? So that's what I'm at. And that's what I want y'all to ask. Look, we gotta identify those fears or identify whatever it is that's been holding you back. Take those things out the closet, look those things straight in the eye, and now dismiss them. And then I want you to see what it is that you can do right now to step out differently, to walk differently. Do you need to go and ask, like, Lord, can you make this clear for me? Can you break it down for me? Can you reignite the passion that I once had? Can you reveal the vision that you showed me before? Can you allow me to get a glimpse of what it is that you have for me, that you want me to do? Can you show me where you're leading me? What do you need to ask for? How do you need to do things different? What do you need to do now? Those are only two things that I want you to do. I want you to focus on that today. Today. All right? So with that said, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Y'all got some homework to do, right? Y'all got some things to do. Y'all got some things to think about. So y'all know if you have any questions, if there's something that you're struggling with, if you need help with clarifying what it is that you're supposed to be doing, what your strengths are, what your abilities are, what your gifts are, whether, I don't know, I'm just so overwhelmed that I can't even, like, sometimes we're just in so much of a fog that we just can't. We just can't. We just need somebody else to just like break apart those things so we can see clear. Look, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So you can direct message me. You can email me, c.thomas@infiniteblessingsrealty.com. And I'm here, y'all. I'm here. So just let me know. With that, I'm going to let y'all go. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope that it's a breath of fresh air for you. If there's things that are on your mind, think about those things, and then let's move through it. Let's make some progress. Let's do the things. Do the thing that you're fearful of. Do those things. All right? So I will see you next Wednesday. Merry Christmas to you guys, because I cannot believe that Christmas is like right around the corner. It's literally days away. And I don't feel like I've gotten everything done that I was supposed to get done, but it is what it is. So Merry Christmas. I hope that you have an amazing holiday. We're going to see each other before the new year. So just Merry Christmas. Enjoy it. Be with your family. Be present. Put down your phone. Put it away. Turn it off. Turn off your phone. And just enjoy being with your family. Being with whoever it is that you're with. Even if it's with yourself. Be with yourself. Be with yourself. Don't be distracted. Enjoy the moment and take full advantage of it. All right, y'all. Peace. I'll talk to y'all next Wednesday. Same time, same place, every single Wednesday. Even if I'm sick, I'm still going to show up. All right? I'll talk to y'all then.